Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Hi, my name is Sharifa, and this is the Nubian Review, where we talk about books and all bookish content. Today, I'm going to start a challenge. So, earlier this year, and I'll link the video, I gave you guys a list of 25 of my 25 of 2025 books that I would like to read. In that list, it was a cultivation, I would say, of books that I've been wanting to read for a long time that I've had on my physical TBR. New books that I was inspired to read, and just a little books that that's just drew my curiosity. But I said to myself, I am going to finish that challenge. And I'm going to finish that challenge because I promised myself that I would get through this challenge. Now, we're almost in our last quarter at the time I'm recording this video. So this challenge would technically start in October, but I'm going to hold myself accountable to those 25 books, and we'll see how well I do by the end of this year. So this is part one of a long series. What I decided to do was, okay, so if there's 25 books, and I only read two, you guys, out of the 25 that I pulled and cultivated from this beautiful pile of books I wanted to read, I only read two. I am such a mood reader, and I'm going to be honest with you. This year, I've been reading more magazines, quick stuff, that I can get in and get out into. And I have not landed on just like a series of books that I wanted to read. Now, I did have some beautiful surprises. I have stumbled across books that I didn't even know that I would be reading this year, and so it took me away from my ultimate goal. So, being a moody reader as I am, I'm always inspired to read other things, even when I'm challenging myself. But along with that, I am going to incorporate the spirit of this mood and try to get through this TBR. So the goal is to grab two books at a time, you guys. And as long as I'm finishing the book, I will grab another book. So there always should be two books on my physical active reading TBR as I finish out this challenge. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to read other books, because of course I do have a fall video for books that I do want to read, or at least attempt to read, right? But outside of that, I do want to kind of meet this goal. Yeah. The goal is to meet the goal. I need to meet the moment for the goal. So, in saying that, let's get into the two books that I'm going to start off with. And so I will highlight these books, or highlight the books, as I go along. And like I said, if you're interested in seeing my 25 of 2025 list that I have, check out the video. But this first book that I pulled, so I'm pulling like right at the top of my stack, right? Because those are my smaller books, my thinner books I know I can get through, in no time. Oh, that's my coffee maker stopping, you guys. Matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Mm. And so I think the goal will be to just pull a book that I can just like get through like in a day or two with my time, and then pull something that a little bit that will probably require a little bit more time to read. So, in starting this streak of my 2025 reading goal, we're going to pull The Bones Beneath My Skin, TJ Klune. Now, I've read his other series, The House of the Cerulean Sea. Beautiful series. I love the language of that book. It is considered, is this considered adult? I want to say this is for adults or young adults, but either way it go. his writing is I always say like poetry, but it takes you to the sense to, you can visualize where you are in terms of scenery, in terms of character. So he's very engaging. And so I look forward to putting this as a priority to get through this one first. And then along with that, I plan on reading, yes, Moby Dick. Now, Moby Dick has been a book that I've had on my TBR, taken off my TBR, listened to the audiobook. But I think that this is probably would be a book that I actually do want to sit down and start this 2025 challenge off. And I do have some other heavier books on my TBR. Matter of fact, I may add a third one just to start, the book Combi. So I'm going to add Combi, and you will probably see that in my thumbnail instead of this video. I think I'm going to add that one because that was on my summer TBR, which I did not get to that one. And actually, these two were on my summer TBR. So yeah, we're going to get off to a good start. This is the fall. This is the coming fall. And, when the fall come, ironically, because I consume myself with other, like projects, I need to find the time to read these books. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to make any excuses, you guys. So join me. Do you have any books on your TBR that you are looking to finish? And if so, join me in this challenge, you guys. Join me and we'll talk about the books that we're trying to finish for 2025. So I know I am not the only one out there dodging books on my reading list. So in saying that, you guys, I will see you next time and I'll give you an update on my challenge. Until then, have a good day, you guys, wherever you are. Bye-bye.